Hey guys, how are you doing? I just want to say cheers to Chai Tea Tuesday. It's actually Wednesday, but hey, at least it's getting up this week. I wanted to talk with you about specifically why Catriona won Miss Universe, and also a few videos ago, I'll put a link here, I mentioned that I want to tell you a little secret story about why Demi won Miss Universe, things that I heard beforehand and all of that. I had cut it out of the previous video because I was wording it improperly, so I will include that in this video. As we're getting into it, I always do a shout out of the week and a question of the week. So shout out of the week for Chai Tea Tuesday is from John Carlo Carriosa, and he said, Miss Nia Sanchez, I am a very huge fan of yours since Miss USA, and I supported you to be Miss Universe. I hope that I will see you soon. Love from the Philippines. Thank you, John Carlo. Just so you know, you can comment below all different types of things. It doesn't have to be a lovey-dovey comment, and I will just pick a different comment from the comments below on this one and each video moving forward every week, and include one in the following videos. As we're getting into it, give this video a thumbs up. Why not? Before we even get started, and make sure you subscribe so you can see future videos. Also, it's a new year, 2019, so instead of chai tea and the dairy and the sugar, I'm having kombucha. I'm gonna start with the why Demi won Miss Universe and a little secret that I found out before she won. Then I will talk specifically about Catriona, and the reason I'm pointing this way is I actually have the Miss Universe pageant up on my TV, so I'm gonna play each section of her competition and break it down for you, but I will try to make this video pretty short and sweet. Why Demi won Miss Universe and the things I heard about in advance. In my previous video, I kept saying I talked to people from MUO and they told me how great she was, but that's the incorrect terms. When I went to Miss Universe in Las Vegas, when Demi won, I did not talk to MUO staff. I talked to sponsors and other people that just kind of worked backstage, and I thought that Demi was absolutely beautiful. I absolutely had her in my top 5 before I even knew her, but I was like, hey, like, who do you guys think are gonna do well? Who's gonna place? These are maybe people from Chi, maybe people from tanning, maybe people from makeup. I don't know. I'm not gonna be specific. That had met all of the contestants, and here are the very few specific stories I remember hearing. I had one person say, oh my gosh, Demi is so sweet. She came up to my area. She took pictures with my product. She even offered to do like a little video talking about how much she loved the product. I also heard someone else say that they just happened to talk with her along with so many other contestants, and that she was just so sweet, so bubbly, and so respectful and kind. So it's not a crazy story, it's just what I wanted to share with you from before, and I had to change the terms that I was using. It was people that just happened to be there at the pageant. Everyone said that they just fell in love with her soul and her spirit and her personality before the competition really even got started. It was just all during registration and fittings and all of that. And then I personally got to meet her, and she was so sweet as well. You know, I don't expect anyone to know that I'm a former Miss USA or first round Miss Universe anymore. It's been a few years, but she ran right up to me when she saw me and said, hey Nia, so good to see you. Like, I'm glad you're here. I was hosting the national costume event, and she said, I'm glad you're hosting. And so yeah, she's just that really sweet, genuine person, and being that person from the inside out definitely makes you stand out. Plus she had the beauty to back it up, so she was definitely the whole package. I'm gonna play Catriona's intro, her walk, and her swim. So I have it pulled up on the intro right now. Got my remote, and yeah, she's just amazing. But let's break it down. When I watched the pageant, which I'm going to do my best to edit a video of a live reaction, because I did record lots of live reactions when I was watching with my friends, it was loud in the room and there was a lot going on, so I just kind of heard her intro. So this is my first time I'm listening to it in detail.
Working in some of the poorest areas of my country, I found that it was a lack of child support, not poverty, that killed their dreams. A child once told me, Kat, that's just not my life, and those dreams aren't meant for me. But I stand here today because someone believed in me, and we owe it to our children to believe in them. Kapong ka.
I love that she had a specific message that she was spreading and a specific theme. She could have talked about anything. She could have talked about why she would be a great Miss Universe. She could have talked about so many different things going on in her country, but she spoke about children and the message that she wants to share with them. She doesn't have to say, I would be an amazing Miss Universe because I would share this message, while sharing the fact that she just wants to inspire children, that they don't have to give up their dreams despite where they live live or where they come from, that alone says that she would be an amazing Miss Universe, because you want Miss Universe to be a woman that can go to galas and meet with government officials, but that can also relate to the smallest, quietest child. Just that moment, I think, made her so relatable. Plus, you obviously her beauty and her presence and her charisma. So that combination really made her stand out from the very beginning. Let's fast forward to swimsuit. Also, my hair is like 3 days dirty. I haven't washed it since I hosted Miss Nevada this weekend and on Sunday, and now it's what, Wednesday? So that's the reason for the braids. Philippines. Opinion, my thoughts on her runway walk. Obviously, it's absolutely amazing. She won, but I think the thing that really makes her stand out is the ease where she can transition between sexy, flirty, and happy and smiley. And again, even in swimsuit, that just gets across the point that she has a range. She can be high fashion, she can be sexy, she can be like a swimsuit model, but she can also be fun and flirty. And she just had that perfect combo. I loved her hair in it. She had the soft wavy hair instead of the perfectly straight hair that she had for prelims. And I think it just gave her a different edge. A lot of the prelim judges were also finals judges, so I like that they got to see 2 different looks on her as well. Fast forwarding to gown. Oh my gosh, when Venezuela is walking, obviously she's stunning, but my eye is being pulled back to Philippines. That's way behind her. The ear cuff is amazing. Okay, I agree with Lou. She has a sultry walk, as Lou said. When she comes out, I love that she's not afraid to put her hair where she wants it if it moved. I know when I walked, whether it's a state, national, international level, I had my hair exactly where I wanted it, and I didn't want to touch it when I was on stage because I thought that would like, oh, make me look weird or funny or something. But she pulled her hair forward. She walked with just this ease and confidence. Her shoulders were back. She was standing tall, and the way that she moved her hips and the way that she carried herself just was, as Lou said, very sultry and very confident. Again, she kind of blended between like a happy smile that's very relatable and something a little bit more high fashion. Yeah, the lava walk was exactly that. It was fire. It was, you know how lava moves slow and sexy, but so hot. And I mean, when I'm coaching girls now, I'm like, I want them to walk like that. I especially loved her turn and pose at the end with that really high slit. I know she did that in prelims too, but it's just not a turn and a pose that I typically see. So I feel like that's very much her own, and I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more of that on the pageant stage in the coming years. Fast forwarding to final 5 question and then top 3 questions. If you missed my Miss Universe review, and you can watch that in the link right here. I think I did a good job with review. I put tons of videos and photos and text and all of that. Before she even got the question, she's just so cute and bubbly. She's the type of person that makes you want to be her friend. I originally on my review video said that I thought her answer was so-so. I think now watching it back and actually fully being able to listen to it, that it was a really good answer. Her question was about medical marijuana or recreational marijuana or both. Like, should everyone legalize it? I live in a state where now it's legal, and I feel like it's a similar substance that alters your state, just like alcohol or something like that. I mean, who knows what the perfect answer is, but I feel like her answer was very good. It definitely rode right in the middle. Everyone and anyone should obviously say that it's fine to be used for medical reasons, which is what she said. So yeah, it was a good answer. If I had time to sit through and really think how the answer could have been presented in a stronger way, of course there's a way to really hit it out of the ballpark, but her answer was really good, and I definitely don't think it's something that could have taken her out of the top 3, which originally when I recorded my first video, I thought maybe it could have taken her out of the top 3, but watching it again, no, absolutely not. It was a very politically correct and polite answer. Moving on to the top 3 question, and then we'll wrap this video up. Okay, everybody gets headphones and the exact same question. I mean, I'm sorry, before I even listened to the top 3 question again, from the top 5, she stood out in that red, everybody else wearing neutral tones. In the top 3, it's the same thing. She already looks like she's Miss Universe. Yes, the other girls do too, but it's just, a whole other level with her. Also, there's this prediction theory kind of thing that my dad has on how they call the top 5 and how the scores are. So the highest score is a person in this spot and that spot and that spot, like all the way down the line. If you want to see my theory on that, it's towards the end of the video in my prediction video, which I know I've talked about like 10 times. Very interesting because according to my dad's theory, she has been in first place the whole way through.
I work a lot in the slums of Tondo, Manila, and the life there is it's poor and it's very sad. And I've always taught myself to look for the beauty in it, to look in the beauty in the faces of the children and to be grateful. And I would bring this aspect as a Miss Universe to see situations with a silver lining and to assess where I could give something, where I could provide something as a spokesperson. And this, I think, if I could teach also people to be grateful, we could have an amazing world where negativity could not grow and foster, and children would have a smile on their face. Thank you.
Done. I mean, are you serious? After that, she's winning. Obviously, she was winning from the beginning, but that moment, I think, secured her the crown. Obviously, that moment just made like, okay, done, she's winning, easy peasy, no question asked. 2 other things that I think also helped her become Miss Universe are what I've heard from the Filipino fans, from just seeing stuff on social media, on YouTube, all of that, is her hard work and her dedication. She is the type of woman that will give it her all. From what I've seen, I don't know her personally, maybe I'll meet her when I travel to New York this year. If you watch this interview that she did, I'll provide a link below to it. She is just so well spoken. The way that she thinks and processes questions and her answers is just absolutely beautiful. You can tell she has a beautiful soul, and it comes from the inside out in the way that she presents herself. And obviously she trained so hard. You don't just show up at Miss Universe like that. You train and you prepare for years and intensely to be that ready for the crown. So I know just from watching from an outside point of view that she showed up ready to win. I feel like similar how I showed up to Miss USA and Miss Universe is I did everything in my power to be ready for the crown, and if it was in God's plan for me, I was ready to have it and to do a good job while having that title. And so far she's been absolutely amazing. I've seen her on some morning shows, on interviews, all of that, now that she started her media week in New York, and she's ready. She is just a global representative. So I'm very happy for her to be our new Miss Universe, to be welcomed to the sisterhood. I definitely feel like Teen USA, and Universe is such a close, tight-knit sisterhood. The Miss USA girls and I, we have like chat groups, we talk, we're really good friends. And same with Universe. I feel like many of us Miss USAs connect with many of our Miss Universes, not just the Miss Universes that we lived with, but Miss Universes across just the time frame. It's great to have this sisterhood. I'm so excited that Kat is part of it, and she's gonna have an amazing year as Miss Universe, living in one of the best cities in the world, New York City. Just wishing and sending tons of love and luck to Kat as she is now our Miss Universe. If you have any thoughts, comments, any of that, put it below. Also, I have some subjects in the next few weeks that are gonna be a little heavier or a little more out of the pageant world for the next few videos. But if there are any pageant specific videos that you want me to post, make sure you comment below, because I will get going on those as well for you guys. I hope everyone is having a great new year, and we will talk soon. I drink all of my kombucha, so cheers to Chai Tea Tuesday.